Hello and welcome back. In our previous video, we discussed competency mapping and how to look at the competency that is needed for us to land a particular job. And then drilling down to the sub-competencies that kind of shows evidence of the competency that we're discussing or articulating to a potential employer. So we want to build upon that. So let's reflect a few videos ago when we talked about the dashboard, where we were able to look at a red light, yellow light, green light. Green light meaning that we're ready to go. We have the proficiency in that competency. Yellow light, we need a little bit of improvement. And red, we don't have any of these skills whatsoever. And so now we want to look more particularly at the yellow and the red, what you need improvement and what you do not have. And we want to build a strategic plan. So sit down, pull out a piece of paper, and we're going to try to map this out and have a strategic plan designed for you, particularly in looking at what job and industry that you would like to go. So number one, what is our objective? Our objective for this exercise of developing our strategic plan is to be ready for our job. So that's the overall objective. Underneath the objective, as a second tier, I want to begin to list all of the competencies that's going to be needed for me to land this job. And I want to look specifically at the competencies that I need improvement or I do not have those skills currently. So as an example, I might list as a skill or competency that I need to meet the objective of being ready for the job. Number one, communication skills. Number two, decision making. And then number three, analytical skill. I'm using this as an example. You may have more. So if I become proficient in these skills, then I will meet my objective of being ready for the job. So under each competency, I need to develop a task. So if I'm looking at communication, a task to help me become proficient in this particular skill, I might need to go to have some online training. Or I might say a college course. So once I have determined how I'm going to receive the training or education or experience needed for me to become proficient in this skill, the next thing I want to look at is the timetable, how long it's going to take me. So in other words, as my example of communication skill, I might say online training for 60 days, or I might say a college course, which can utilize verbal and written. It's going to take me 15 weeks to finish that course. So in this example, if I meet these tasks, which is college course or online training, then I will become proficient at this particular skill of communication. Once I have met all of my skills, and my example was communication, decision making, and analytical skill, then I will meet my objective of being ready for the job. So what have we learned here? We have learned the process of being able to look at ourselves through a self-analysis, also looking at the job that we desire and the company that we would like to work for, and determining what proficiency in the competency or skill that we already have, and then looking at those that we need to improve or we need to build upon, and creating a roadmap for us to follow that is very detailed in what we need to do to obtain that skill and how long it's going to take, so we can have some built-in timetables and milestones along the way. So what's next? Next, we'll be looking at ways to present our evidence. So that means that we have gone through and implemented our strategic plan, and now we want to show evidence of why we know that we are proficient in this particular competency or skill. Thank you.